Hello and welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This is part 2 of our Pride and Extreme Prejudice one-shot, so make sure you listen to the first part before continuing on with this episode. To recap, Reshay, Franky and Matt are playing Rebecca, Martha and Penny Fotherington, 3 sisters of very good standing and of marriageable age. Like all ladies of good standing, they've trained in the operation of a massive war machine, the Dragoon. Meanwhile, the French have invaded, and the Fotherington estate and all the surrounding areas are under threat from the advancing troops. Rebecca's ideal husband is Marcus Montague, the 5th possible bastard son of a duke, who is brimming and overflowing with repressed urges. Martha's ideal husband is a man called Bertrand Smythe, good-looking, but he knows it, and he's been studying the occult in London. Last but not least, Penny's ideal husband is the kind-hearted, if a bit soft, widower known as Frederick Fingelhorn, a German nobleman. So far, the sisters have managed to survive the sexually charged walk around the gardens, with various degrees of success with their suitors, and have made a sizable impression at the local dragoon dressage competition. However, the race for first place is too close to call, and the threat of the French is never too far away. Remember, each turn in Pride and Extreme Prejudice is 30 seconds long. During their turn, the sisters must confer, then write down what they are doing, as best as they're able to, on individual index cards. Then, once the 30 seconds are up, they line up the index cards face down in order. The Games Master will then go through each card in turn and adjudicate the result of the dice rolls. When the Games Master announces a sister's action, that sister must roll a d10. On a 1 or a 2, the action is a sizable failure, mark 2 against a problem. On a 3 to 5, the action is a standard failure, so only mark 1 against a problem. On 7 to 9, the action is a success, but at a cost, mark 1 against the problem. And rolling a 10 counts as a full success, so hurrah! When a result tells the sister to mark, they must put a cross next to one of the problems on the list the Games Master has provided. Problems can range from a boring man makes his feelings known to public embarrassment, or even your womanly disposition causes problems. When a problem hits 3 crosses, it poses a serious and possibly permanent loss to that sister, unless quickly solved. You can find out more information about Pride and Extreme Prejudice and links to Grant's other projects on Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/GSHowat. And Howat is spelled Howitt. I'll add links to Grant's Patreon on the What Am I Rolling website and in this episode's show notes. One last thing before we begin. Naturally, there are times in this one-shot where the players and myself, mostly myself, get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise. Whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and what matters most is that everyone enjoys themselves. And with all that out of the way, let's get back to the Fotheringtons. With the breaking of the town square and the uncouth dancing, new mode of dancing that took everyone by surprise, you've been marked down quite considerably. So I'd say you've come second place just now. Final round is they move, because obviously you've broken the town square. They move to just outside the town and into a nice field, and they set up targets. So different things, but obviously French-looking people, because to our enemies, put them at different distances, at different heights, and they say, and the head judge, obviously someone you don't know, it says, right, whoever can hit the most targets in the most stylish, accurate way will win and get bonus points, and we'll just win the competition, because dressage is just like that. Previous rounds do not count. So I would like you guys to decide what order you're going in and how are you going to hit all of these targets. There are 6 targets.
Guys, we're screwed. I used all the ammo.
So, sorry, are we out of ammo?
Oh, Yeah.
She did say
I
used all the ammo.
I did say all the buttons.
Can I take a rain check? I'm bad luck, and
Okay.
Go.
Okay, so what we're going to do,
I
my
really
things,
don't wanna
I'm
be
just
in
going to
this
rush in
net.
and we're just going to melee all of it because the judge did not specify it had to be with
Well, I thought
weaponry.
we'd get trees and throw them, but that depends.
Oh, no, that's
seconds.
way better. Okay, I'm going to rush over to the forest and then we're just going to
javelin style,
okay.
yeah.
20 seconds.
Rush to
Wait,
the
so
forest.
if you
Can
rush the
I
forest,
leave the dream?
He
No.
rushes the forest.
You're a part
You
of
load
it.
the trees, I'll shoot them.
Huh?
You load trees. He'll run, you
Whatever,
load, I'll
I'll
shoot.
just load the stupid trees.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, order!
Middle,
Sorry.
you're in the middle.
Middle.
Jesus Christ.
Load trees. Shoot trees. I love it. Okay. I like that this is the first time you've actually guys gone through. It's like there's some sort of order here.
It's the first plan we've actually had.
Okay, so Penny, you are like the obviously quickest to react. What do you do?
I'm like, let's go! And I do my bunny run. Just how I specifically designed it, and I'm hiding my
Bunny
skirt up like
run.
before,
Sure.
and I'm
I can't
going.
believe bunnies is a thing.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I found my voice, and it's really good. And then I sort of leap over like the fence because I don't want to ruin it because that's bad guys. And I sort of like slide into the clearing, and just turn and I spin and plant ourselves in like the ideal position to hit these trees.
Sure.
And it's great. Cool. All right, done my bit. Do I need to roll for that?
You do need to roll for that.
All right, we
I
do
need to-
it.
Hey!
He sticks the landing.
Net 10.
I was just about to say before you roll, because of the eternity reactive hemorrhage, I need you to roll at disadvantage. Because
Just for the record, net
it
10.
was a nat 10. Yeah,
This is a 1. I'm going to lose my shit.
that's an 8. It's still a pass. If there was such a thing as like duct tape, you taped it over that thing, but it sort of peels away. It's like, you know,
Oh, God.
reactor overheating. But with that 8, you manage to again just stick it there. It's fine for now. You know, rush, and then you do sort of like a cool superhero type move and spin around, ready to go. But you are aware that things are not looking good for you. As soon as you get to the forest, you spin round. It's almost like slow-mo. You wait, and suddenly there's like a bing, 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 bing. You're like, what's that? And you look around. There's bullet holes in the dragoon, and suddenly you feel like maybe it can't be the French. They can't be here. So can you
Roll initiative.
No. Can you put marked 1 surrounded by enemy forces for me, please? Low trees, so Rebecca.
So, we've landed in this spot. We're ripping trees
Yep.
from the roots, and we are just loading them in whatever holes we can find. Any
Shrubs
all
we
of
put
them.
in.
Just go. Branches and all. We don't have time to get rid of leaves. We've got to hit these targets in the fastest time possible.
Please roll 1d10 for me, please.
Please don't be shit.
I just want one roll. Just give me one.
That's an 8.
Okay, it's
It's a success, but at a cost. Yes, so I'd say, again, 'cause you're just like willy-nilly, just sort of shrub here, bush there. You pick up a rabbit, you're like, oh no. You know, you put things, and so you are pretty, you become sort of almost camouflaged in a way.
I love it.
Covered in, but I will say, because you have jammed in the weapons, so I'd say
Break my guns.
you put in 1 for weapons jammed, if that's alright. So
Oh, I already had one for that. So
Yeah.
that's a 2.
Stop breaking my shit.
You
Seriously.
and your shit.
It's just, if you didn't use your ammo before, we wouldn't be doing this. So
If she hadn't fucked up, I wouldn't have had to use all the ammo.
Martha, so you see in the distance, again, you've heard like pew, 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 and you're like,
Sure.
no, nothing. You've now got at your disposal all of the shrubbery of the new
All of
forest.
it.
It's you're pretty fucking decked out.
Okay.
No, my favorite place.
You just ripped up the other tree and stuffed it in. It's like one arm, and then you're like, oh no. Right, what are you doing?
Okay, there's 6 targets, right?
Yes, there are 6 targets.
Okay. So
And I'd say you've got enough ammo for 6 targets. So you don't need to do
more
anything.
like
Oh, you
and
definitely
some left over?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, since we've like torn up all the surrounding shrubbery, I assume you can see the people who are shooting us now.
Yeah, so what's happened is that, like, you've pulled up, and if... I love the idea that you just, like, pick up, like, a shrubbery with legs, and it's like, no!
Cool.
And you sort of go, and you look, and it's just a a typical French person.
Sorry. When you say typical French, you mean that there's like a man in a striped shirt with a baguette and a hat smoking a cigarette?
And the thing is around the neck.
Yeah,
the garlic wrap,
garlic.
yes.
I mean, you guys, it's your world, so yes, that's done. But he's there with like almost like a pea shoot, obviously ridiculous compared to your and starts running away back into the forest.
Okay, so targets first. I take aim, shoot the targets.
Yep.
First.
Yeah.
Shoot the.
Well, here's the thing. So I'd say it's more of like your whole action. What I would say is that if you fancy like trying to shoot the targets and then use the last one to try and get that
Yeah,
guy,
that was the plan.
But it's quite a difficult task, I'd say. So I need you to roll that disadvantage
Yeah,
for
I
that.
thought you might. Okay, so yeah, shoot the 6 targets. That's what I want to do separately, because I can like ace that and then do the other thing. Okay, fine. And then kind of with the last shot, kind of do behind the back, over the shoulder, like
Do like
shoot them right in the back while they're running away.
The
Type
goes
thing.
up and it sort of
Arcs and just like.
Alright, so roll roll your
Basically, I'm something really cool, which is probably going to go horribly
and
wrong.
then roll, so it's a 9, but it's at disadvantage. Alright. That's a 4. What's your problems again? Sorry. I know it sounds bizarre.
Late for a party.
Obviously.
Sister injured, weapons jammed, your outfit is deemed unfashionable.
Have you got any 2s in there? Or all just
it's
ones
all
currently?
ones.
Okay.
So far, I've been the least train wrecky of all my sisters.
Alright. It's not graceful. You do get the targets, and then you like, because you don't think anyone else has seen this French guy, so you're just sort of like, haha, like sort of last sort of one way out. It misses him,
Right.
but then you sort of try and glance over your shoulder, and you see he's running back, and imagine it's like that bit in Snow White. She's surrounded by all the eyes in the forest. There seems to be a lot of Frenchmen in this forest now.
Okay, cool.
So can you mark down
Awesome.
surrounded by the enemy
forces.
forces? Yeah. That comes to the end of the round. The flip-flop forthrights are angry. They should be disqualified. This is something completely absurd. Blah, blah, blah.
guess you'd say our bark is worse than our bite.
Awful.
No.
That's an advantage roll.
No, it's nothing like that. Well, there is a tie for first place because of the ingenious way the Fotherington's family have completed the task. It's a dead heat between the Fothering Botheringtons and the Flip-Flop Forthrights.
Why did you pick that one? It's so easy name.
The hardest to say.
I was like, I can't say the other ones. And so we're going into the sudden death round, and all the things go. All the ladies with the fans and all the gentlemen sort of with their stiff collars.
Like a button on my corset just pops over from like, so aroused.
And they say,
Everything hurts.
and they say, of course, it's a dead heat. It is a fight to the death of one of your machines.
Oh, hell yes.
So
Let's go.
they give you 5 minutes to prepare, and then your plan of action for the fight against the Flip-Flop Forthrights. And their Dragoon machine is still the same sort of thing. So they have obviously 3 people operating.
Do they have ammo?
They do have ammo still, but I was saying you've got time to prepare. So if
Do we still have trees in our artillery?
I'd say you'd used up all of them. Like you just like.
Sure.
Yeah. So what I need from you guys is a plan of action of how you're going to win the fight.
So based on
Go.
I want to rush in.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
And then we march him in. And like once we're down, we just come.
I'm sorry, you're trying to melee this entire fight?
Well, we haven't got any
We haven't
trees
got
left.
any trees.
We didn't have time. Oh.
I mean, we can like grab
15?
a tree on the way there, so we can get one shot.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
grab the tree as we
Sure.
run in and slide, and we go for the fate line, we do that, and then we drop and we sweep the leg.
Let me
Yes.
go last
And then
because I want to use
that's
the
it.
shield.
And then
5,
I shoot them in the face.
4,
Yeah.
2, 1.
I'm going last, right?
So
Yeah.
I'm going
Cool,
first.
sick.
Yeah. You're first. Mark second. Shield.
You just throw a shield.
So,
With the shield.
Yeah, maybe.
so Penny, you're up first. So when you start a Dragoon fight, because obviously it is a time-honoured tradition for when you fight, and you've
Is it like 10 paces, like a door?
Oh, it's like 10 paces, you bow, do the whole leg thing, and then you go, fight! And then
Test your light.
Yes, exactly.
Wait,
is Frederick, who gets out the old pistol, and he's like, good luck, my love. And he shoots into the air. What do you do?
Okay, so the moment that shot goes off,
Yep.
we're going to grab the tree right next to us.
Yep.
And I'm just full thrusters, everything forward, and we just fucking gun it.
We're just rushing forward.
There you go.
We're going. I was like, okay, get ready. As soon as I pull it, look like you're going to take a swing, and then we're just gonna go. We're gonna slide
and then we're going to sweep with the left leg, and we're going to spin around and try and lock them on the floor.
Okay.
That's how it's going to go.
I will say, because again, you've not done anything to do the reactor hemorrhage.
I was meant to fix that, was I?
Yeah, you didn't say that. It's, to be fair, I didn't remember.
Dice, please.
Yes, it's at disadvantage.
What?
I will say you do, because obviously Frederick was there with the gun. You do get plus 3 to the roll.
Okay, cool.
Good luck.
Power of love.
No, oh my god!
No love.
Wow, okay.
It's a
It is a pass.
It's a
Yeah, it is a
pass.
pass. Yeah, it's but yeah, that's 2 3s on the dice. Well,
this is for Frederick!
Oh god.
yeah, so you rush in. Eternity reactor hemorrhage. It's not as fast as you want. Like you're almost limping slightly. So they do get a hit on you first, and they just start trying. You slide into them, but they sort of fall on you in a way, and it just sort of plants on top. You get a motivation systems damaged. You just hear a big crack, and there's like another warning light next to you going, deal with me sometime. You're like, I'll put the tape back over it. But they're currently on top of you, I would say with that. So, Martha, shooting them in the face.
Okay, so
They're on top of you currently.
They're on top of us.
Yeah.
You still have
We
a
have
tree
a tree in the tree gun. Or like, no, in the hand. I guess we haven't loaded it yet.
I mean-
in tree in the hand. Load the tree into the left arm gun.
Yep.
And then kind of push them with one hand and shoot them with the other one.
Excellent.
And so with the force of the tree, they like fly backwards off us. And we can get up.
Okay. 5.
What?
No, I'm afraid
No,
not.
don't.
No.
Bertram's watching.
Again, you load it in, but it's a struggle because again of the other dragoon right on top of you, and as you go to sort of punch, you see Bertram, who's obviously looking on at you, but then you realise he's sort of looking past you and looking at Marcus instead. Gentleman's dark secret is uncovered.
Of course. My guy is now flirting with your guy, so your guy needs to keep it in his pants.
Oh, revenge never tasted so sweet.
All right, final phase. Rebecca, the tree idea has not gone off, so the dragoon is still on top of you and it's trying to punch you in the face. Very undignified.
So as our last final effort, I raise the shield to, protect ourselves from the dragoon that is forcefully punching us in the face. Can I do something about one of these while this is happening, or is that not an option?
Remind me what you've got currently.
The one I'm focused on is the weapons jammed.
I'm guessing the weapons for you would obviously be your shield
Yes.
and stuff. Because you've written down shield and it's weapons jammed, it will be a disadvantage for you currently.
Okay, in that case, I just want to use the shield to both push him off and protect ourselves.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
All right, roll a d10, but at disadvantage. That's a 4. So if we roll again, 7. Okay, that's fine. So that's a standard failure. Because again, you're trying to get the shields up, and you say, "Well, what's happening? What's happening?" Like Rebecca, and Rebecca just goes, "Look!" And you can just see, and you're like, "Oh, I knew it." And you get so distracted by it that they get another couple of punches on top of you. And I'd say again for you, the motive systems is damaged, so that's 1 damage for that. And you managed to push them off, but you have taken some really big hits from the dragoon, and you can see the flip-flop forthrights are laughing like, ha 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 ha, oh they're so silly, ha ha ha, we're going to destroy them, ha, let's crush them, sister. Oh yes, good idea, Ingrid. Oh, you're so brave, Edith. I don't know. Right, you're clearly quite damaged just now. Within sort of the next 30 seconds, are you going to attack? Are you going to defend? What are you going to do your repairs? Because you are quite badly damaged from previous.
I need to fix my...
3, 2, 1, 30 seconds.
The
Go.
eternity reactor's like fucked.
Okay,
I
you
need to
fix the
fix it.
eternity reactor.
I need to fix my shields.
Well, if we're all fixing shit, they're going to attack us.
Is there something you can do though in the meantime to
Well,
keep
I
them
think
away?
the only thing I can
Listen,
think of
save
is
us
like
all while we
take
protect
us-
our shit.
detach our arm and hit them with it. That's all I can think
Sounds
of.
good.
All right, you two fix shit.
Thank you.
And which order are you going in? You've got 7 seconds.
I guess I'll have to go
Probably should go
first.
first.
I will go second. Then.
Second.
I'll
All
go
right.
last.
3,
So now I'll go.
1.
Competence.
Martha. Oh, detach our arm, not detonate the arm, and beat them with
should have done
it.
that. That's a much better idea.
Like
Yes.
rocket.
I'm sure there's a bomb around here somewhere.
So describe. Yes. So what are you doing?
Okay,
so they're sort of there, ready in this. Like,
So, because it's kind of a
how foolish.
Transformer-style situation, I'm guessing, that we can like detach individual body parts.
Oh, yes.
So detach the left arm, hold it with the right arm,
Yep.
and hit them in the face with it.
Are you going to say anything? At it, you cad.
I I was more thinking along the lines of fuck you, you bitches, but acid you can works too.
Challenge them to a duel.
To the death. For the family.
Excellent. You probably look out to the crowd and you see Mama and Papa, and they're sort of there. They have their own sort of Regency t-shirts,
Okay.
and Bobberingtons,
Sure.
and they've got like each of your faces on, like cross-stitched on, and because of that sort of relationship you have with your parents, who obviously support you in your endeavours, you're probably a +3 to your roll.
Shush, they're helping us.
So yeah, so just roll straight roll and +3.
Success!
Success. Yes.
Oh
So
my God.
I think again they weren't expecting it. So to detach your arms, like, and then you slap them, and it's a proper like thwack.
Yeah.
Like it breaks the head.
We challenge thee type backhand.
If anything, their dragoon goes like that, their hands up to the face.
Uh-huh.
But you notice all the people around that all come together. They're like, oh, that's such a womanly thing to do. Oh, she's such a hysterical woman. You know, and they're like, oh. So can you put a mark against your womanly
Lord.
disposition that causes problems?
Lord.
Slide down and fix reactor with extinguisher. So Penny,
Man.
please describe.
So like the masking
tape's falling off. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's alright. So I like jump through the hatch, I grab the extinguisher, slide down the ladder, and then
Putting out any.
and it's like, and then it's just figured out, just chuck it in there and like it pops from the, and then it like the rest of the foam
the
like
foam.
puts out the fire and it's like
good enough. Shut
Slam
the
the
door.
door.
Get back to my pilot seat, and everything's like, well, let's fucking find out.
Let's find out. It's a 7.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's a success. Yes.
Success.
So yeah, you do manage to repair the Eternity Reactor hemorrhage.
By how much?
I'd say you completely repair it. I like the idea. You're just like, it's done. Don't worry about it. And then the foam is creeping over the thing. You're like, no, it's totally fine. Whilst you're sort of down there, you hear sort of like mutterings. Oh, sacre bleu. Oh,
Seriously? Seriously?
bonjour. Oh, mes amis.
God.
Allô.
Oh God.
And you sort of look out, and then you can see sort of like berets in the bushes. And they're sort of scoofing along, and they all bush into each other. So let's add 1 for surrounded by the enemy forces, please.
Okay.
It's getting worse.
Rebecca, fixing the shield.
Up too
Yeah, what
badly.
does that entail? So
I guess you're sort of stopped still right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, the legs are sort of a bit immobile, but you can see this sort of
the
slapping
arms
his
is
hand.
like
Yeah.
the sparks flying off.
Yes.
so.
Well, actually, because you've detached. Which arm did you say had a shield on? Which did you say the right arm or the left arm?
You detached the right one.
I
didn't
detached
you?
the left one.
Yeah, you said left.
I
I was
did
trying to
say
think what you
left.
said earlier because you did say.
I said the shield's on the right. Wait, which arm did you detach?
Left. So we're holding it.
Oh,
right.
okay,
yeah, hold it.
yeah, so
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You don't have to rush out into the arm.
I was like, no,
It's
it's
fine,
like
it's fine.
astronaut cable.
Yeah.
Like, float out to try and get to the arm.
In your corset and like
Yeah.
long skirts.
Yeah. Start outstaying down.
Yeah.
I love the idea as well that you're all wearing bonnets as well. With like, one's got like an eye thing.
Yeah.
Talking to each other
Like
along the mics.
steampunk.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So the arms sort of outstretched now, and again, you can also, absolutely go in and sort of detach and sort of work on it. Maybe put down the bonnet as if it's like an engineering
Welding
shield,
on it.
welding it on.
Yeah. Find a toolbox, open the panel, start twiddling about,
Yeah.
try and, get rid of the sparks.
There's
That's
bits
why
of
it makes
shrubbery
it
in
up.
there, bits of
A
God knows
shrubbery?
where. A shrubbery?
Just really got to start fixing that, please. Work.
Yeah. So that's
Please work.
that's just going to be a straight roll for me.
Oh.
What was it?
Why are you so shit?
What was
It's
it?
a
Take
3.
Why? Why?
Because
Why
you're
do you
the-
hate me?
What happens is, so you get there and you're like, it's like a really big shrubbery thing in there.
Yeah.
You're like, ugh, like trying to pull it off, and then you look up again and you see Marcus and Bertrand, and they're now like talking quietly.
Oh God.
But no, everyone else has got their eyes fixed on you, and you just see this
God.
blatant disrespect. He's supposed to be your suitor and keeping up the pretense, but he's clearly just flaunting it in front of you. Another one for a gentleman's dark secret is uncovered, because you get more evidence of that.
Man, this is.
And unfortunately, the shield is still broken at this rate.
Oh God!
So I'd say we're going on to the final stage of the fight. So
Sure.
you get a few more punches, a bit more scrapes, and then you sort of both do it's almost like a Thor hammer on a Captain American shield. You sort of hit each other and then blown back.
Sure.
And so you're on other sides of the arena. What is your sort of final power move for all three of you? It's going to work together to get it done. 3, 2, 1, go!
Can I go last and can I just flip everyone off? That's all I want to
So
do.
okay, fine. Here's what's we're gonna run
Thank
do
you.
a
You
fly
guys-
scissor kick. You as we do that, and you're just like
Yes. Yes, I like the plan.
going, and then you can like
I like the plan.
action hero
You
lands.
do the right arm.
That's all I wanna do.
We're holding the left arm. Okay.
Oh my god, the two arms.
Yeah. So you control the right arm. I'll like wirelessly do the left one.
Perfect. I just want to
So, who's going? So who's
me first.
So Penny's going first.
We kind of go simultaneously.
You need to do in a certain order.
Ready to go last.
I guess. Yeah. I'll go
Last.
last.
All right, Penny. So flying scissor kick.
So
Describe.
land, and then it's like
Here we go. And just running in. It's like go, go, go. And sort of like squat, and then I come up, and then I just do like the big, like in Scott Pilgrim. Let's go. I was like poof and foot straight to the face,
Nice.
and the onions they're just gonna go up and then down, and they don't get back up again. And that's it. And then I yell now, so they flip them off.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, please roll for that. And I'd say
Frederick's watching.
Frederick is watching, and he's like, "Yes,
Oh, God.
take him down!" Like he's probably emceeing it now.
Oh, sorry.
Let's go, my English rolls.
Oh.
That's a 10! Oh my god!
So
Hell of a
happy.
finishing move.
That is-
I'm sorry, but for a double nat 10, can we just can something else cool happen? Like,
I'm
blow
gonna
up
say-
or something? Because,
I'm
come
gonna say,
on.
what are the problems that you have currently?
Something gets fixed.
Oh, please fix
I've
something.
got two, but surrounded by enemy forces.
Can we, can they explode
An injured sister.
kill the
I'd
friend?
say,
Force
yeah,
down.
I'd say not the enemy forces, but
Oh.
one of the other things you can completely remove.
My womanly disposition.
I was
No.
going to
Okay.
say that one.
I have overcome the patriarchy.
Yes!
Yeah.
Through that.
Yes!
There you go.
Excellent. Excellent.
You
It's the only
go.
straight white man at the table. Alright. KO.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
in fucking incredible. Like, you see Frederick, and actually, you know what? He is kind-hearted. He's a bit soft around the edges. He's a widower, he's got lots of money. Bit older, but you know what? Fine. You can deal with that. That's fine. So yeah, so you imagine all the previous things that your sister's been squabbling about. You feel that rage and that anger, and you hate being the youngest, really. Like, you try your best at everything. You've always been put down with it, and you just get all that anger, and with that kick, it cracks the dragoon's head back of the flip-flop. I'll say it right. Flip-flop. Oh my god. Flip-flop forthrights. And you just hear the audience go, ooh! And it sort of, it stumbles back and sort of falls flat on its back. And currently does not seem to get back up with that two natural 10s.
Now it's time
Yes.
to flip the bird. I don't really want to talk much. I just want it to No.
You can't even flip them the bird. Seriously. Our younger sister has just carried us.
You know what?
Literally.
Quite literally.
That you go up to flip the bird and both arms just fall off. And it's a disarm, technically.
Yeah.
Both arms fall, so that's one to your disarm. That is unfortunate. But then, I've done it in the wrong order.
No,
We're doing the same
You're
thing
gonna
with
flip
different arms.
the opposite arm.
Yeah.
Oh, you're both
Yeah,
on the same
we
thing.
both
Oh, there's
wrote the
nothing
same
on.
thing.
Oh, I see. It's just this one that went up like that. I get you.
We're doing the same thing with different hands.
Here's the idea then. Okay, so you rolled and your arm falls off.
Yes.
And you
But
need-
our arm is holding my arm.
But here's the thing: if you roll a success, it will still flip the bird.
Okay, cool. I'm cool with that.
That's why I make sure. So yes,
Okay, I'm cool with that. Nope.
no, it does not flip.
Cool.
And I guess a one disarm.
Well
for you
done,
too.
younger sis.
What a disarm for you. There is cheering, there is hurrahing and harumphing. You see Papa running forward, and he's like, "Oh, Penny, my favourite young daughter." And then he goes, "And my other favourite daughters." And
Notice how he said young.
no notice at all. Frederick obviously comes over and says, "Oh, my English Rose, I knew you'd win the competition." And he gives like a beautiful
Bouquet of sausages.
yes,
Yes.
100%.
You
And
know
it's-
what, Frederick? I could get used to this.
I hope
you need
get
to bite one.
fat.
No, okay, too raunchy.
Too soon. Too
soon.
Hike up the skirt just a little bit. Oh, so oily.
Bertrand and Marcus are nowhere to be seen.
Uh-huh.
Frederick is like, "My dear, we must get married today. Oh, I've just so happened to book the church because I knew you guys would win. And don't worry, I'm sure your sisters will help you with the wedding preparations."
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
And you head back to the estate to get ready for your upcoming nuptials. So, what I'd like you to do, what are you doing to help Penny for her upcoming nuptials? And also in what order? Argue it between yourselves. And go.
I'm gonna make moonshine. That's it.
Sure.
I
I'm
Keeping
gonna,
it real simple.
I want the shortest skirt you can find.
I go in also one of Penny's skirts, so it becomes like just above the ankle.
Scandalous. Okay, 10.
And you say, I'm the slutty one. I'm going first.
Are you
Yeah,
going
but
for-
at least she has a man who will
5,
stick
3,
around for longer than 10 minutes.
1. So you were going first, Rebecca.
Last for me.
So, it's been a very hard day for you. You've lost a suitor. Dressage competition was not as you expected.
No.
So yes, you're going to go and do your other favourite hobby rather than just, you can't go to the woods anymore. They're gone.
Yeah.
You're going to make moonshine. So describe how you go about this. I'm guessing it's the famous Fotherington distillery that's just next to the artillery range.
Indeed it is, with a little bit of a Rebecca twist.
Oh yes?
I had a little bit of a special something. I don't want to give away the secret.
No, of course not. Of course
It's
not.
a Rebecca secret, but go down to the distillery, pull out a large bottle and begin making moonshine.
Are you going to test it at all?
Oh, yes.
Of course!
Okay.
Of course I'm going to test it,
Great.
please.
Please roll then.
Oh, I'm just looking at these like... Oh,
That's an 8 though.
Oh.
So it's a success but adverse. So you don't get pissed before your sister's wedding.
fantastic.
You do not have time to get properly dressed for your sister's wedding. So you just go in your sort of greasy dragoon outfit, whatever that might be in it. And of course, it's scandalous that you have not dressed up. So that is, your outfit is deemed unfashionable.
You know what? I'll roll with it.
You roll with it?
Yeah, 100%.
Sounds
I'm a
good.
bad bitch.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Martha, you've got Alta's skirt here. What is that for?
My increasingly slutty younger sister has requested that I make her a garment befitting of her wedding day.
Mm-hmm.
I go into her closet, pull out one of her many skirts, and find a pair of scissors and set about raising the hem by an inch.
By an inch.
To that scandalous length of just above ankle.
Ooh, excellent. Then roll.
While surreptitiously looking around for my missing suitor.
I would say then, so you don't have your suitor bonus anymore, unfortunately, but you do have a good relationship with Penny now. Like, she did ask you to do this, so I will say,
True.
I'll say +2 for this. Good, because that would have been a failure.
That would have been bad.
So it's a success, but at a cost. You're not very good at sewing. You've seen the servants do it. You've tried cross stitch, but it wasn't for you. You know, you were too busy, with the dragoon, cleaning the guns and stuff like that. It's not even. Like, if anything, you try doing about an inch, but it's like a foot. But it's like a foot to an inch. So it's sort of up slightly more. Be like, that could be fun.
And that's how the mullet hem was invented.
Exactly. You're definitely aware that this could cause some embarrassment to your family. So it's public embarrassment
Sure.
damage for you. But then, wearing a very revealing dress. But I assume it's a dress rather than a dress. So Penny, you get this skirt and you're like, meh. It's a little bit what you wanted, but not quite.
The short bit goes in the front.
Oh, okay.
Or the back, I mean.
So I think depending on how I roll is going to affect how I wear this.
Oh,
How I
okay.
decide to rock it, how I rock the frock, so to speak.
Oh.
So let's with a +2.
Yeah, +2.
That's
And
a
that-
9.
9, yes, a
Good job.
success and at a cost. So how would you wear it then?
I think as my darling sister intended. So
Excellent.
goes up with a little bit of a cape at the back, got a nice shawl, a little bit of shoulder, just like there's a slit in the dress, just so you can see the tiniest bit.
The
Just,
tiniest bit.
it's good. Everything else is quite lacy,
Apart from your knees.
apart from my knees. It's just I don't want to scuff it when I'm praying to Jesus. You gotta
Got to keep things
keep things
Above ankle
board.
length.
above
Above ankle
above
length.
board. Yes, so you managed to pull off this dress beautifully. It looks. Mwah. But the injury from Blopsy from earlier, you kind of did wrap it up a little bit, but it's now seeped through, and there's definitely some green on it, and the engine oil and stuff like that. So
So
I'd.
what kind of rabbit was this?
Yeah, so that's an injury, sister injured. Mark for you. But you think you'll make it through the ceremony, but well, it might not be great for handing over the hand for the ring, put it that way. So you make your way to church. So, of course, it's on the estate. It's a lovely little Bovington church. Close family and guests, and obviously...
Have Marcus and
They have not
Have they
appeared.
noticed? Okay.
They have not appeared just now.
Damn their eyes.
A van, but it's like a horse and cart, and it's like one of those travelling vans where you'd open it up and there'd be sausages like on those spindles and stuff. So the catering is sorted for this wedding.
And the wedding band. I hope there's a.
Oh, he's brought the wedding band. It's a proper umpar band. You've got your two sisters here, who naturally are going to be your ladies in waiting. They're going to help you be
Against my will.
How are you going down the aisle and proceeding with the ceremony? How does this ceremony begin? 3, 2, 1, go.
So I want you guys to go first and do the lead. Go on your waiting. Then I'm gonna run, do a backflip. I'm gonna do the no, and then we're gonna do the scissor kick as the callback to earlier.
Write it down.
Yeah.
I just want to chug a bowl.
You're walking down the aisle chugging your moonshine.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Chug moonshine. That's it. See how I'm keeping it real simple now.
Yeah, no, I like it.
There are very few ways that can go wrong. But I'm sure you'll find a way to sister.
I'm already thinking of how this is.
Okay, so chug moonshine. So you're going first, Rebecca. Is that right?
Lovely.
Okay, and then I assume you want to go last, Penny.
Yes, thank you.
No worries. Okay, so chug moonshine. Describe your entrance, if anything. It's a nice quiet church. There's the harpsichord player. He's back. Actually, yeah, your the ex harpsichord suitor is there playing. So and he sees you and he's like, and he sort of waits. And what do you do?
Yes. So I start walking down the aisle. Sort of, everyone stands up as they do at the beginning of a wedding, and they look at me, and I just look at everyone. And I'm mad, but they don't need to know that. They know that. And I just pull a bottle out from under the back of my skirt. And I just start chugging as I walk.
The wonders of petticoats.
Yeah. It's a massive petticoat you have on.
Yes!
That's the thing, because you actually hadn't dressed appropriately for this thing. So it's actually like a much shorter petticoat than you remember. So it's hangs out a little bit. And you pull out this huge bottle with the Fotherington symbol. I will never get over this name. You start chugging it. All right, so roll a...
Maybe make a couple finger guns at a couple potential future suitors.
Oh, excellent.
Wow.
Yeah, roll a d10 then.
Just what about
A natural one.
Good
Dear sister.
Lord. Good Lord.
Beginner's luck. Yeah, you don't have that.
Yeah.
I love the idea that you are the epitome of cool just now. You're walking down, finger guns, and you catch the harpsichord guy again. You're like, later, different spot. You chug down, and as you chug, you catch a glance, and you see Bertrand and Marcus sitting together, and you are filled with rage. And if anything, your bottle drops and crashes, and all the moonshine just goes all over the carpet. So that's a 1. So that's a sizable failure. So Mark 2, your womanly disposition causes problems. So that's at a serious now, isn't it?
Fuck!
But you make your way to the front and you sort of sit down. You shove people. There's the small boy with the lollipops shoots off the end, and you're just there rumpled.
Yeah.
Really annoying. Martha, you walk down the aisle looking pissed off and then ask for a drink. So describe...
The second part of that's rather foiled by my elder sister's complete lack of coordination. So I incredibly pissed off that our youngest sister is getting married before myself.
Oh, how rude.
I'm walking down the aisle looking pissed off and generally disdainful of the situation.
But I'd say you look amazing, but your face is like you've smelled a turd.
Sure. Yeah, if you're going to look disgruntled, you might as well look good doing it.
Yes, exactly.
Walking down the aisle, looking generally pissed off, step over the debris of my sister's early
glass
clumsiness.
everywhere,
Yeah, walk up to the aisle, kind of flop down next to her, just looking generally quite pissed off still.
Okay, and I mean, you can still ask around for a drink.
Yeah, ask the general vicinity if anyone has a hip flask.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll find a hip flask.
Alright, roll then.
I find a hip flask.
A 9! Excellent, so success but at a cost. As you walk down the aisle, again, you're so I must be dignified. I fucking hate everything. I can't believe it's happening. You do walk into the glass, but you're striding. So you do cut your feet, so that's an injury. Sister injured for you. But as you sit down and you're like, does anyone have a drink? Your sister actually, I do have another one. Because you would have, and you just here is, and you take a swig of that. And then everyone sort of gets together, the harpsichord player gets ready, and the bride-to-be comes down.
So she steps out into the aisle and
Yes.
just basks in it for a second. Everyone's standing and looking at me.
Yeah, Frederick is at
Happily.
the front. Yeah.
Hey, Frederick, what up? It's good. Take a couple of steps. Drop the bouquet.
Of
and
sausages,
then I do
yep.
of sausages. And then I just sort of do like, just kill the music. Just do like that thing and wink. And then I do like a series of backflips. Ending with a scissor kick. And then I do a superhero pose. It's about me.
Please
Russian
get
me.
one. Please.
It's Frederick. So
It's +3 for Frederick. Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, so yes, it's advantage, sorry, yeah. That's an 8.
Oh!
My god. You guys walk in and, people are like, oh, the sisters, oh. And then you just, like, the spotlight.
I'm getting married, bitches.
If the sun comes through the church and it just hits you, like a spotlight, and it follows you down as you do all these moves. And you jump over the glass, no problem, and you land in front of Sir Frederick. My beautiful English... Oh, I've changed accents.
Become very French, this
Yes.
Slayer.
Yeah, it is so good. No, it's so good to see you, English Rose, and thank you so much. And he sort of takes your hand, and then the old priest sort of dodders up, and they begin the ceremony.
This is it.
Suddenly, about halfway through, there's like, they get to that point. Goes, now, if anyone here wishes to object to the marriage, speak now, or forever hold your peace. And then suddenly the doors open, and it goes, Mon Dieu!
Yes! Oh, shit!
And all these French berets
yeah.
come in, and they're there with their guns.
Cool.
And they have it all trained on you and Frederick currently. So what I'd like you guys to do is work out a plan of action of how you're going to deal with the French ambush, which doesn't spoil the wedding, if possible.
Oh, but we don't give a shit.
30 seconds. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, my first plan of action was to pick up what's left of the broken glass and start just throwing them like ninja style.
You've got
Not
Reshay, you
the
make a
worst
Molotov
idea.
cocktail.
No, it's all on the floor though.
Oh.
No, you can...
We're not.
You have a small one.
You can do
15
that. So I give you
seconds.
the other one. You make a
15
Molotov
seconds.
cocktail. I'll use the broken
Remember,
glass.
you are a gunner as well, Martha.
Oh no, we're not in the dragoon though because
No, but you can use
but-
some of these, like, it's
Oh,
an idea
yeah,
of
yeah,
skills,
yeah,
3
yeah.
seconds? Sorry.
broken glass shurikens.
Sure.
I can't spell
Alright.
shurikens.
Quick, who's doing in
I'll
order?
go
Surely.
first.
Okay.
Penny first and then...
Oh no, I guess you go second.
Second, you're second. Okay, Penny, grab my love and the minister and continue the ceremony cover.
Oh lord.
So with my extremely muscular cut legs,
Oh my god.
I grab them both and I drag them behind the lectern and like drop it, and so we've got like this cover while they're shooting at us. I was like, marry us now, do it, and the wedding continues.
I love your legs are like pincers. You just sort of grab, and then use your arms to just pull yourselves up.
Yep.
Excellent. Please roll. And it is a difficult situation because you're being shot at, so it's at disadvantage.
Oh, at disadvantage, even though I have advantage.
Oh, it'll be a straight roll then, yeah.
Straight roll.
Yeah, because you're in love, yeah. That's a 6.
Which is a success.
Success, yes, at a cost. It's a beautiful a feat of athleticism that you sort of just go whoop, 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 and that's my noise for these things. And hide beneath the lectern, as you said. But as you do so, you hear more shouts from either side as more French people start pouring in from the stained glass thing. So you are completely surrounded now. You're going to have to deal with these Frenchies. Broken glass shurikens. Rebecca.
Yes, so while my stupid sister is having her stupid wedding, I go to the altar where I drop the moonshine, and I start picking up what is left of the broken bottle and start just hurling them at the Frenchmen. Just... I can't even be mad anymore. Like, this is just
Every time you roll, like this time she'll get that.
I was also going to say it would be a disadvantage because of your womanly disposition, but it doesn't even matter.
No, please roll again. Just roll
again.
Yeah.
I just want you to get it.
2.
Oh!
Like,
It's
could
okay,
I have done
honey.
any worse?
It's okay, honey.
I guess I could have got 2 ones.
Exactly.
You got 2
Well, okay. Good lord.
I'm maxed out on
Yeah. Go on.
public embarrassment.
Yep.
I'm maxed out on womanly disposition.
Oh my god.
2 for a gentleman's secret, 1 for outfit is unfashionable, and 2 for weapons are jammed, and 2 for disarmed.
So you're just firing us, but you again when you're sort of now drunken stupor from drinking so much moonshine, you're like, "Rah!" The French are like, oh, zoot. I don't know. I'm sure there are other French garlic. I don't know.
Zut alors.
Zoot alors. They're like, oh, crazy English rose lady. Ducking behind. But in the chaos and hubbub, you see two figures standing embraced, and your glass hits them. And you just hear
Both of them.
You just hear Bertrand go, Marcus, no! And he falls down dead.
I killed the buck.
That's 2 on the Dreadful Secret, but yeah, you've maxed out, so
Wow.
we've dealt with your suitor problem, basically.
Oh, well.
Martha, Molotov cocktail.
Uh-huh.
The French are sort of pointing in there, fromage, quelquefois. I did not expect to be doing French accents tonight, or German, to be honest. So,
so I roll my eyes at just all of this.
I mean,
just
you've
everything.
seen Bertrand shout out, but I guess you're just like you're in the moment with Molotov, so you're not.
I'm so done with life right now.
You're done.
So I roll my eyes at all of this. I take a last swig of the bottle.
Yeah.
I like rip something off my dress, stuff it in the neck.
Yes.
Get matches from my bonnet, strike a match, light the cocktail, throw it towards a large group of French people. If this works, I'm gonna blow up the church.
There's a 10. Oh my god.
Hey.
I'm so mad.
Again, with your firearms training and with your because again, Papa Fotherington Bovington, he took you on many trips. He's like, this is how you make a true Molotov cocktail. And he says like, when you're throwing, make sure you aim higher than you expect because of the arc. Blah 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 blah. And all this sort of comes back, and it's almost like Minority Report. Things come up in front of you, Regency Minority Report, and then you just throw it, and it's again like, and you just hear mad, and the whole front of the church is explodes into flame. You just see like strings of onions go flying. There's a baguette, it goes through the window. But you seem to have dealt with them quite a bit of the problem. But there are still a couple of them hanging around the outside.
Can I turn around and like put on some sunglasses though?
100% you can.
Cool.
I mean, Regency don't have sunglasses, but in your world they do. Goggles. They have
Goggles, sure, yeah. Turn around, put on the goggles, stroll away in slow motion.
To the back of the church.
To the back of the church.
So I'm going to say final scene. You still have some French people to deal with, but the church is now on fire. How?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You seem to have got rid of
Cool.
the main. Your close friends and family are in the church, so they're screaming to get out. They're like, "Oh, the French are here! Invade us! Oh, save us, Fotherington sisters!" What are you guys going to do for your final scene?
You need to get out from behind the damn altar and help.
I need to escape the country. So
True.
I'm just gonna escape.
Just escape.
Via horse.
Great.
Via horse, I need to leave.
Oh,
you know why? Public embarrassment is pretty high. And womanly disposition, and I killed someone. I need to go.
You've got a scandal going on. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. What order are you going in?
I'm going first.
I'll go second.
Second.
Oh God, let's work, please. Just give me one
And
time.
last
We'll have that.
for you.
Couldn't think of anything else.
So, Rebecca, it's not been a good day for you.
No.
So I want you to describe how you escape the church.
Okay.
Where do you go? What do you do? Do you keep the Fotherington Bovington name, or do you change? Do you just switch families? Do you go to the flip-flop? Oh my god, I'm so close. Flip-flop Forthrights.
All the kerfuffle, fighting the French and all of this. Mm-hmm. This is the perfect time to escape. Yes. I've now committed a crime.
Yes.
I'm a fugitive. Not yet, because people haven't realised just yet.
No, but you.
But they will realise soon. I need to completely disappear. So, I run out of the church.
Through the flames.
Through the flames.
Sweet.
Find the nearest, while I'm patting out flames on my way to the horse. Steal a horse.
Yep.
Might as well.
Yep.
Jump on the horse, and I just start going.
Going.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what the exact plan is, but I just need to isolate myself from the world completely.
You are fucking done with this family.
100%.
Forget this dragoon. Forget the French. Let's go.
Please go.
Yes! That's all I ever wanted!
That is
So your
a
one
10.
talent is escape.
Wow. All right.
Your only talent.
If I didn't get that, I actually would have cried. Like, I'm so...
So, in your drunken state, you just go, no. And you just, you turn to your sister and go, fuck you, Peggy. You turn to her, fuck you, Martha. And
I love how I got her name wrong.
oh my god, yeah. Fuck's Peggy. Yeah, you're completely drunk by this point, that's what happens.
Fuck it.
And you,
fuck you and fuck you. I'm out.
I
Fuck
say,
you.
You're cool.
even with that success, you probably say to the harpsichord players, like, come on, let's go. And he's like, of course.
Yes.
And you make your way out. The flames just part. Even though you're completely covered in moonshine, but you don't set fire. It's great. And it just so happens, there's a horse outside. You're like, get on. I'm up front.
Can it be a white horse? I just
100%.
give you one.
Yeah, it will be the bridal's horse. You take that.
Yes!
And I'd say you ride away to a faraway country. You change your name. You make your own distillery. It's.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can call it whatever you like. But then you live happily with your harpsichord player. And I'm never found, despite all the scandal that seems to you've left in your path, and then the body of your would-be suitor is dead under mysterious circumstances. But yeah, you live out the rest of your days far away from your family.
Yes.
You retire from the dragoon service
Yes.
and make moonshine.
Yay!
So,
Am I married?
I now call you husband and very younger wife.
I grab him
Yeah.
and I kiss him. It's like, my love burns for you more than this church. But right now I need one thing, and that's your sausage. And so he hands me a giant Frankfurter. Because they carry giant Frankfurters
Of
in
course,
their coats.
yeah.
It's tradition.
It is
He
tradition.
hands it, and it's already half baked from the flames. And I emerge from behind the lectern. I look at Martha, and I'm like, I'm here for you, sis. And I charge the French with my
Yes!
sausage.
100%.
I'm ready to go out in a blaze of glory.
Excellent. Roll with advantage because of your love of Frederick.
let's
Oh! Hell yeah! So, I'm just so happy about my escape. I just don't care.
Wow, that is incredible. Like, I mean, it's indescribable, really. The French, they will talk about it for years to come. The massacre at the Fotherington Church.
They called her the Frank Fighter.
Yeah, just from out of the flames, you see it. This bride, with tears in her dress, very, very fashionable, but very revealing dress with, half the ankle showing, and you just charge, and you just, I like the end of the camera pulls out and it just screams. It's very far away. After the hubbub has died down, again, up to your choice, but Frederick is more than happy to take you back to Germany and for the sausage factory to continue. You can have younger Pennies and Fredericks if you should so choose.
I want a more exciting life than that. Can I roll?
What describe what you want.
So the higher the roll, the more exciting my life is.
Oh, go for it, yeah.
Cool.
That's a two.
Nope.
Okay, fine.
I'm done. Sausages is all you'll have, so.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm currently leaning at the back of the church now, having walked away from the cool explosion. I see my elder sister run out the window with her harpsichord,
Peace.
and I'm like, bye, bitch! I see my younger sister wielding sausage. I assume by now you've killed, nearly everyone.
It's in the heat, she's just gone in, but the flames, you can't really see what's going on and everything like that.
I see, a French person trying to, escape through the church, so I pick up a convenient bit of castle masonry, I'm assuming, and throw it at him.
I'd also say you do see
Okay.
Bertrand sort of is in tears, but he looks up to you and he's sort of inspired by the way you've sort of just appeared with this massive stone of masonry.
Sure.
So you'll get a +3 to your roll.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. That's a 9
That'll do.
+3. So 12. Yeah.
So, baseball style, hit him in the head, down.
I thought it was even bigger.
What?
Bit of masonry.
Oh,
You just-
giant.
yes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking hand size, and you can ricochet as well.
Even better. So so you pick up. What would you say is sort of your ending? Would you say?
So having done that,
Yep.
and having been thoroughly done with all of this shit, I dramatically sweep Bertram and kiss him, and flames, and end.
But you die kissing him in the flesh.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Good ending.
Dramatic ending.
The
I'm good.
Fotherington estate was never the same again. And that's it. Good job, guys. I think we got through it. Well, I don't know about you, but I sense a spin-off Netflix show. Roll credits. The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howat. This episode's players were Franky Kempster, Reshay Melvile, and Matt Bateman. This episode's RPG was Pride and Extreme Prejudice, created by Grant Howitt. Pride and Extreme Prejudice is available as a pay-what-you-want product on the Rowan, Rook and Descartes website. That's rowanrookandescartes.com. You can find out more information about Grant's other projects and one-shots on Patreon. That's www.patreon.com/GSHowitt. And Howitt is spelled Howitt. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicon of twinmusicon.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website. That's www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Email the podcast at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. Finally, follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at WAIR_podcast for the latest news on upcoming episodes. And remember, adventurers need not apply.